All right, everybody, it's day 78. It is April 17th, 2018. I want to send a shout out to my niece, Vic. Happy birthday today. Today's her birthday. So her dad's birthday, my brother that had passed away, was 2 days ago, Sunday the 15th. Her birthday's today. So I just want to wish her happy birthday. Hopefully she'll have a good day. I'm gonna hike 22 miles for her today. A little more than that, maybe 22 some change. Heading to Duncannon, Pennsylvania. Gonna stay at the Doyle Hotel tonight. And then tomorrow we head on out of Duncannon, across the Susquehanna River, and start hitting the serious rocks in Pennsylvania. And we got rocks all the way to the Delaware Water Gap, which coincidentally is where my niece lives, so I'll get to see her next week. I'll be about a week late for your birthday, but I'll be there, so get to do that. Had a good stay at the Days Inn there in Carlisle for those 2 nights. I'm getting the slack pack again today to Duncannon. My trail angel is gonna meet me there with my stuff tonight. He's really been a big help, allowing me to, basically get these miles in. And yesterday wasn't great conditions, especially in the morning. And today it is about 38 right now. I'm gonna get up to at best 45, so probably low 40s today. Cloudy. Not supposed to have any rain, but I'm sure I'll still run into some of the residual effects of that rain that we had. So there may be some flooded trails and stuff like that. The first good bit, I think, of today is pretty flat, so that shouldn't be too bad. But I do have a couple little mountains I have to climb, nothing too big, but go over a couple, so we'll see how the trails are there and everything. So anyway, but I just wanted to I got a couple videos up last night, and I got to look at just a few of the comments. Fortunately, I've been very fortunate on this trip. I know I've had some bad weather and stuff like that, but I've always had some people help me out. Just like Mike here this week, with this weather and stuff, being able to get my miles in. So I really appreciate that. And, I've gotten questions in the past, but sometimes I talk about we're doing this, we're going to hike this today, we're going to do this today, whatever. And that's because it is a team effort. Like I said, I got my wife at home. She does a lot related to this trip. A lot of planning, a lot of work behind the scenes that people don't get to see. People that have kind of contacted her and met up with me and stuff like that kind of understand. She kind of coordinates all that. I rely on her to do that. She does a great job. And then, of course, just subscribers and people that have come out, leaving trail magic or helping, or just even commenting, just leaving positive comments, all that stuff. As a thru hiker, it really, really helps you. As I was saying yesterday about that mental aspect, right? All those comments, all that goodwill, all that help is what really keeps your mental spirits up and keeps you going. It gives you that sense of obligation that it isn't just me, hiking the trail. If it was just something for me, but it becomes bigger than yourself. It becomes a, quest that you're trying to accomplish for not only yourself, but, the people that love you, and then also just people you've never even met before, total strangers that kind of support your journey by commenting, following along. Some have done trail magic and stuff like that. So, I really, really appreciate it. and it helps more than you can imagine. You know, I mean, more than you can imagine. There's plenty of times, you know, you're somewhere, you're looking at the weather report for the next week, and you see that, hey, in 2-3 days you're gonna have awful weather, and you're just thinking to yourself, all right, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna have to zero? You know, what am I gonna do? And then all of a sudden you get contacted by somebody that wants to kind of help you out, slack pack you, whatever. And it's just tremendous. And that's probably been the biggest, you know, people say, ask me my favorite part of the trail. My favorite part of the trail is just being able to have my faith in humanity restored. That there are good people out there, people, total strangers, that are willing to help you just because. That's probably my favorite part of the trail. It's been better than any view I've seen, you know, or anything like that. Just that part, I think, is the best part of the trail. You know, I know people that sometimes knock the AT. You know, they try to compare it to the PCT or, you know, other places that maybe they've hiked, and they talk about, well, it isn't as pretty and stuff like that. I think those people kind of miss the point of what the AT is about. You know, if all you're doing is coming out the hike to get some nice views, you know, yeah, there's other places you can go. Don't waste your time on the AT. Go to the Grand Canyon if all you want is nice views. You know, but if you want a really good experience, you know, then I highly recommend the AT. I mean, the AT has some very pretty views, no doubt. But if that's all you're after, the views, then, you know, there's other places you can go. But the AT has its own personality, and it's just different than every other place. And it brings out, I think, the best in at least the people I've met. So that's what I like about it. So that's my rant for the day. As you can see, farmland here. We're going to be hiking through a lot of this for about, I want to say, the next 8 or 9 miles. So about the first half of my hike today is going to be kind of like this, I think. So that's good. Get some good miles in. So that's where we're at. So like I said, tomorrow, Wednesday, we start hitting the serious rocks. I'm hoping to be in Port Clinton. Saturday, I have a friend I'm meeting there. And then from there, my next big stop is the Water Gap. Be there by Wednesday of next week. And then my wife's coming up. She'll be spending a few days with me. So she'll be slack packing me through basically the beginning of New Jersey. I'll be slack packing. Thanks to her. I'll be meeting up with some relatives, some high school friends, stuff like that. And then by the end of that weekend, she'll be heading out, and I'll be buttoning up New Jersey and heading into New York. So that's the plan. All right, we'll talk to you later. All right, here we are crossing over Interstate I-81. Farmland, pushing north. All right, there we are, first view of the day. In a few weeks, when these trees fill out, get leaves, you won't really see that view. So good to see it now. All right, back out of the woods, back onto some farmland. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We got about 9.1 miles to go to Duncannon, and it's 12:23, so making good time. Good time. All right, my Trail Angel Mike hooked me onto these Danishes. They got cheese ones. They got ones with cheese and fruit. This right here, 500 calories, baby, and it goes down smooth. This is the ticket. This is the breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack of champions. Hoorah. All right, here we are near the top of our second and final up of the day. Big up. This is off the trail a little bit. Just said there was a view this way, so I'm just gonna go up here and catch this view. There you go. You can probably see that it's snowing. It's done it several times today, but this is probably the heaviest snow. Just little flurries here and there. Doesn't feel that cold to be snowing, but it is. There's the other side, the opposite view. And we are heading this way. Here we go. All right, here we are. As you can see, some rocks. These are nicely spaced. There's been sections where they're all crumpled up together. I'm 2 miles from Duncannon, so normally it's about 3:20. I was hoping to be there by 4, and I probably would have, but if I got to deal with, the rocks slowed me down a little bit, so it might be a little bit after 4 when I get there. But it just depends on what the next 2 miles look like. So I did run into another hiker who was going southbound, trail named Now or Never, and he said that his wife has apparently been a subscriber since the beginning, watching along. So I'll give a shout out to Mrs. Now or Never. Thanks for subscribing and watching. And your husband's hiking. He's not goofing off or anything. So, I got to chat with him for a few minutes, so that was good. But like I said, 2 miles to go. Going to the Doyle there in Duncannon. Gonna get me a cheeseburger, I guess, and get a room, stay there, and then head out in the morning and try to start tackling some of the rocks. This is where the really rocky sections start. I mean, they've kind of been sprinkling in some rocks the last 3 miles or so. I've been dealing with rocks, but I think, pretty much after today, I'll be dealing with rocks pretty much all the way to New Jersey, so the rest of Pennsylvania. So the nice farmland and some of the flats that I had yesterday and today are probably gonna be history, or are history now. So at least in Pennsylvania. So, but just pushing north. So this will probably wrap up day 78. Like I said, we've actually been on the trail. We're starting our 12th week on the trail today. So that'll probably wrap up 78. If I have something further at the hotel I need to add, I'll do that. Otherwise, we'll catch everyone in the morning. All right, I do have to get this view. This is my last view of the day, so I want to go ahead and video this.